Maayung adlaw sa tanan. Today's video, we're going to take you for an up close and personal of this 2023 Kia Carnival. And for this video, I'm going to take this Kia Carnival for a startup and a full walk-around review, showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So, what are you waiting for? Let's sit back, relax and enjoy of this review.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for you.
First of all, I would like to extend a big thanks and special shout out to Grand Canyon Kia Motors Iloilo for making this video possible or giving me the opportunity to feature their brand new units. And also, I would like to give a special thanks to Mr. John Antropo, the president of Grand Canyon Incorporated, and Ma'am Christine Marañon, the marketing manager of Grand Canyon Incorporated and the Daily Drive, and all the rest of the teams. So if you are interested to buy any Kia vehicles or any vehicles from Grand Canyon, mapa Chevrolet man, Kia, Mitsubishi, and all kinds of stuff, please head down to their dealership or you may contact them by the contact details located in the description box below. So let's begin our review. What mainly caught up my attention is the Keyfob itself. This is the Kia's new Keyfob design, which kind of resembles to a European product, and the fob itself is actually nice to the touch. The lock, unlock, and tailgate function buttons are located on the sides, whereas the power sliding door function and remote start buttons are located in front with a Kia badge. Speaking of which, a remote start feature is standard for the all-new Kia Carnival SX. In order to start, make sure that the minivan is locked, then press and hold the start-stop button on your key fob. Well, on a jolly note, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, it will automatically fold in. Upon unlocking the car, it will automatically fold out again. Standard for the SX trim is Kia's Smart Keyless Entry System. With the key fob inyo, you will utilize the black button that are found in both front door handles in order to lock and unlock the vehicle. To start the Kia Carnival, make sure that the key fob is inside the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake and hit this engine start stop button to fire up the engine. The all-new Carnival uses a Kia's motor-driven power steering, or better known as MDPS. The MDPS is Kia's version of an electric-assisted power steering setup, which features a rack and pinion type. Featuring in this SX variant is a 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips at 10 and 2 and gloss black accents at the bottom spoke, as well as your left and right spokes, where your mounted controls are located with some chrome highlights on it. Under a Smartstream D 2.2-liter turbodiesel engine, the Carnival comes with a Kia's Smartstream 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is available in all variants. This transmission features a manual shifting action using the plus and minus on the gear shifter. Standard features are found in this SX trim are the reverse camera with multiple sets of views and active guidelines, as well as parking sensors front and rear. There's only one engine option available for the all-new Kia Carnival in the Philippines, and that is the Kia's Smartstream D 2.2-liter turbocharged diesel engine. This engine consists of dual overcam 16 valves and an inline 4 cylinders with common rail direct injection and variable geometry turbo. It puts out 199 horsepower at 3800 RPM and 440 Nm of torque between 1750 and 2750 RPM. Fuel tank size is 72 liters of diesel fuel with emission rating of Euro 4. An 8-speed automatic gearbox is the only transmission choice for this engine, and the drivetrain of the Kia Carnival is no other than a front-wheel drive vehicle. In addition, the Kia Carnival's fuel consumption rating is around at an almost 800 km per liter for the city, while on the highway it took about approximately 22.4 km per liter. That, my friends, it may not be a bad number figures in terms of fuel economy, but it may be worth it during long adventure runs. Other than that, the car achieves a top speed of 190 km per hour with 0 to 100 km per hour time is 10.7 seconds. Gosh, that's quite fast. In the 90s, minivans are well known for many, especially for Filipino people. They are people carrier, family hauler, and a use for business purposes. Before the 7-seater MPVs arrived like the Avanza, the Ertiga, and the Expander, minivans is one of the best get-to-go vehicles, which your family will enjoy the practicality and comfort of a minivan even when you send off your kids in school or going a road trip with your barcadas. However, in today's time, minivans are no longer popular enough due to its expensive price range which people could not afford. Some other minivans could range from 4 million pesos and up, while others they opt into a 7-seater SUV like the Fortuner and the Montero Sport with a fuel-efficient diesel engine. That is why Kia made the 4th generation Carnival in a minivan silhouette with the SUV stance and taste, which Kia called as a grand utility vehicle, and the fact is, this is the only minivan sold in the market for only 2 million up to 3 million pesos, in which this might be considered as an affordable minivan in the line. Here's the question. Is the Kia Carnival will be considered as your daily runaround for your family and their barcadas with that kind of expensive price? We'll see if it is worth it on your buck. As of February last year, there are 2 variants available for the 4th gen Kia Carnival in the Philippines, such as the Base EX and the Topping Range SX, which a lot of you want to experience a more premium and luxurious features like in an executive class. And how do we indicate it? To the exterior. Compared to any other Kia Carnivals in different generations, the 4th gen Carnival is much more attractive, which many people catches the attention to details. It gets sharper, robust, masculine, and a more modern looking compared to the previous gen model, which is off on a more of a feminine side na parang losyang ang dating. Up front is the all-new traditional tiger nose grille, which has some sharp inverted trapezoidal shape to it with some chrome accents all around the grille. With that, this reminds me of the specs of the crown jewels, and what makes this minivan even more sexier is the automatic dual projector type LED headlights with LED daytime running lights that lights up the front view so beautifully, and other than that, you get an LED front fog lights, all of which are standard in this SX variant. On the sides, you get LED indicators which is integrated on the body-colored side mirrors that are powered adjusting and folding, and body-colored door handles. What makes the all-new Carnival even more sexier is the C-pillars of the minivan that are lined with a chrome ornament which flows at the back, giving this car a more luxurious touch. And just to add there's a silver accent which is placed at the lower cladding of the car. By the way, the lower cladding of the car gives an SUV look. As we move to the back, the rear fascia of the Carnival looks very simple and clean with the simple contoured lines to give a sharpness of the car, as well as a dynamic futuristic taste thanks to its LED rear combination taillights. The rest, it gets LED third brake light and a rear fog light. As you take a look at the interior, it feels like home in my perspective. Aside from its very modern design packed with advanced luxurious features and technology, the cabin of the car feels like you're inside at the hotel na parang isa kang VIP. This interior is what you call an executive class because it receives a good quality materials which makes the car so premium with an elegance, as well as a comfortable ride thanks to its high quality leather from the seats itself. The space inside is very humongous, which you are riding on a jet plane on the road via the captain's chair in the middle. Therefore, even though this minivan is fit for an executive class, still the car can considerably fit as a family or a barcada hauler. Overall, This minivan or SUV or GUV or Grand Utility Vehicle, whatever you call it, is a one-of-a-kind car that receives a top-notch quality in terms of materials, features, technology, comfort, convenience, and ergonomics. To sum up the story, the all-new Kia Carnival is more of an executive class, or it utilized as a family or a barkada hauler for a summer road trip adventure in a not so affordable cost, but it is worth it on your money. So, if you're looking for a vehicle which could accommodate more passengers for your upcoming vacation trip, well, unfortunately, the Kia Carnival might not be the best car that you could get in that kind of expensive price range. But if you're opt for a comfortable, technological, and premium van that can ride for a family of 6 or 7 that can actually meet your budget on that cost, then you can't go wrong because the all-new Kia Carnival is the best choice for you. The all-new Kia Carnival SX rides on 19-inch two-tone alloy rims that are covered in Continental cross-contact tires that measures 235/55 R19. Brakes are both discs in all 4 corners, and the suspensions itself are McPherson struts in front and multi-links at the rear. Bottle holder, storage, speaker right here, mirror controls, central locking, window controls. All 4 windows in this car gets a fully automatic function in both directions, window lock, 2-stage memory seats, a button to control your lane keeping assist, and a button to control your electronic stability control. As we go down, there is a button to operate your rear sliding doors, a button to operate your power tailgate, and a switch to turn off or on the power assist for all doors for the rear. Down underneath is your lever to pop open the bonnet. The driver's seat of this Kia Carnival gets a fully powered adjustments, with all of the controls located right here, including your 4-way lumbar support. You have the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side. However, it loses out on a 4-way lumbar support and a 2-stage memory seats. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. The all-new Carnival is equipped with an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment screen audio head unit with various media connectivity settings including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and 6 speakers for the sound system. The speakers of the Kia Carnival works absolutely exciting, and it's very hard pounding, to be honest with you. It's very smooth, it's very it's not unpleasant to your ears. So approve. Approve ito, no? Ayos ito. Ayos kayo. A massive size center armrest which is padded in leather, and underneath you have a massive amount of size of storage. You can put your Sting in. Suave. Unfortunately, it is not adjustable. Sad to say. So this is your storage. This minivan is featured with a heating and cooling seats for both driver and front passenger. A button to activate your parking sensors front and rear. A button to get access to your rear camera. So this is your camera settings via display settings, which I showed you earlier. Turn that off. There you go. Driving mode selector. Ayun. Now this car is featured with an electronically controlled parking brake. Now, to disengage the parking brake, put your foot on the brake and push the toggle down. And to activate again, simply pull it back up. Now this car is featured with an auto hold function whereby if the system is activated, when you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or traffic jam, or wherever you are in a steep incline roads, the car won't actually move forward or roll back even when you lift your foot off the brake. Two cup holders with a little cubby for your smartphone, like so. Ganon. Ganon. Alright, so here are your storages. This car is featured with a wireless charging, 2 USB charging ports, and your regular USB port right here to have access to your infotainment system. A triple zone aircon control system. The reason why this is a triple zone, it is because that there are separate controls at the back. Now for the front ones, you have your driver's side temperature, front passenger side temperature, automatic, fan speed controls, your different modes, sync. Now sync means when turned on, each sides will have control for both sides, but if you turned off, each sides will have individual controls. Off button, air conditioning, a button to get access to your rear climate, recirculation, outside air, front and rear defrost, hazard switch, 2 air vents. So this is your infotainment system. Now currently you are in a Bluetooth audio streaming with your current song title information, Bluetooth device, artist, album, seek tracks, song duration, plain pause, album art, change your device, go to menu button. Here is your display off. You can turn the display off. Now on your menu button, get your media sources, change device, sound settings. Now let's go first with the sound settings. Now for the sound settings, you have your position, sound tuning, adjust the guidance, system volume, and radio noise. Now on your position, you can actually calibrate the sound if you want to, and you can deactivate the beep. Now if you don't know about the system, actually you can go to this user's manual via on web using the QR code. Hit this back button right here. This is your main menu. Now on your main menu, you got your designated menus to start connecting with Android or Apple CarPlay. Now, by the way, this car is featured with a Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. At the bottom, you got your all menus, phone, media, and setup. Now go to your all menus. Now these are your sets of menus, like your phone projection, voice memo, radio, media, quiet mode. Now I'm very curious about the quiet mode. No, so this is your quiet mode. So the quiet mode is selected when radio is played only in front seats. All volume levels is 7 will be decreased. Well, In a nutshell, it's a very convenient feature. You can activate your rear climate via this infotainment system. Oh. Voice memo, phone projection. Go to phone. Now on your phone, got your call history, favorites, contacts, dial pads. Go to menu. You can go to privacy mode, change device, Bluetooth settings, which by the way, if you go to Bluetooth settings, here are Bluetooth connections, which by the way, you can pair a phone via this infotainment system, auto connection priority, privacy mode, and Bluetooth system info. Now with your phone projection, you can connect this via the USB port, which I showed you earlier. This is your user's manual. On the menu, you can edit the left widget, right widget, home icons, or you can go to your QR code. Now, lastly, go to your setup. Now for your setup, you got your sound settings, Bluetooth device connections, display. You can adjust the illumination, blue light filter, screensaver, extend rear camera use. Next is your button. Now on your button, got your custom button audio, custom button for steering wheel, and your mode button for steering wheel too. You can choose the via display on and off, quiet mode, so on and so forth. If you don't know about this, again, you can use the user's manual via the infotainment system via the QR code on the web. Now general, SW info updates, system info, you can adjust the date and time, language or keyboard, and so on and so forth. You can reset if you want to. Wi-Fi. On your climate settings, you got your you can set your recirculate air, automatic ventilation, default defrost options, and your climate features. Well, in a nutshell, that's pretty much it in this infotainment system of this Kia Carnival. To the left of the screen, you got your radio, media, favorite, and your favorite buttons. And this is your volume and power knob. While on the right side, you got your seat tracks, setup. That goes via your settings. Your tuning dial, or selective dial, whichever you use for. Your light indicator controls. Now on the steering wheel, got your voice recognition system, mode button, volume controls. You can push this button to mute the audio system, seek tracks, telephone button, and your favorites button. Now on the right side, here is your cruise control, your lane departure alert, I believe, and this selective dials, and your up and down and OK buttons. These buttons right here correspond you to control the multi-information display right within the instrument gauge. Hold OK for the settings. Yun. Wiper controls to the right. Tamang-tama, umulan. Basa tayo. Now, the steering wheel in this car gets a manual tilt and telescopic adjusting using this lever right here. Very light steering. I like it. Electronic central locking. Power folding side mirrors. No grip handle on the ceiling for the front passenger side. Driver's side sun visor with a vanity mirror. And a light. Now, one interesting feature, if you forgot to close or to turn off the light, the sunshade or the sun visor will automatically off by itself. LED reading lights, LED cabin lights. This is for your door. And this toggle right here opens and closes your panoramic sunroof. This is for the front ones. Manual shade for the sunroof, and this is for the rear ones. And there is a manual shade right there. Lastly, your auto dimming rear view mirror, sun visor with a vanity mirror, and a light. For the front passenger side, the front passenger side does have a grip handle at the ceiling, electronic center locking for the front passenger side, a slow opening, and a good size amount of glove box, which is very wide. You can put your books in there. On the front passenger side, you have a storage right here. All right. So that is it for this one. We can put this vehicle off and continue with the rest of our review. There are numerous ways to open and close the sliding rear doors of the all-new Kia Carnival. On the door panel at the rear, you got your cup holder, speaker, heating and cooling seats, window control, and this is your sunshade at the rear for the middle part. On the captain's chair area, there are different sets of controls to adjust your seat back, seat height and re-inclination, footrest, and lumbar support that can be found on both captain's chair at the inner side. For the manual ones, there are 2 levers to adjust the position of the seat for both back and forth and side by side. All of these controls are found at the outer side of the chair. Now let's talk about how spacious this car is. As a 5'9" tall person, I receive a generous amount of legroom and headroom. Therefore, kung ako masasakay dito, talagang para kang isang hari dito sa loob, combined with this nicely padded, high quality and comfortably soft ventilated leather seats. There are 2 storage pockets, hooks, and USB charging ports on either of the 2 front seat backs, and on the front passenger side seat back, there is a powered control to adjust the seat back and seat position. In the middle, there are 2 cup holders, smartphone slot or little storage in the middle, a 180 watt 12 volt power outlet, and a storage. On both sides of the rear, there are grip handles on the B-pillars, grip handles on the ceiling with coat hooks and air vents on top. On the right side portion at the ceiling, there are some separate controls for your rear air conditioning system. On top, there is a toggle switch to open and close the sunroof at the back, which are flanked with LED cabin lights. An armrest is utilized in each captain's chair in the middle, and finally, there is a shade for your sunroof at the back. Are you curious on how do I get access at the 3rd row? Well, in between of these captain's chair, there's a huge space at the center aisle which serves as a passageway to get access at the rearmost part. Simple as ABC. Now on the 3rd row, I can only receive a good amount of legroom and headroom, and all I can say that the space in the 3rd row can considerably room me as it is, and this is what is expected from a typical minivan. On both sides at the rearmost portion of the cabin are 2 cup holders and storages, window sunshades, and LED reading lights at the ceiling, as well as air vents on top. There is a USB charging port located at the right side portion of it. And I almost forgot, there are 2 air vents located on both middle row seat backs. There are numerous ways to pop open the power tailgate of the all-new Kia Carnival. Boot space of the Carnival, when all the rear seats are in place except for the captain's chair, you are greeted at around 627 liters or more, which the boot floor itself is quite deep. Once you fold down and drop the rear seats, the boot space measures at around 2,785 liters. On the left side of the boot, there is a 12-volt power outlet and a compartment for your toolkit and jack. While on the right side, there is an enclosed storage where your so-called Yamashita's treasure is located at the boot of the Kia Carnival. There is an illuminated LED light located on top. In terms of safety, the Kia Carnival SX gets 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic stability control, multi-collision brake system, hill start assist control, trailer stability assist, cruise control, blind spot detection assist, with collision avoidance assist, lane keep assist, forward collision avoidance assist, rear cross traffic alert, camera display with dynamic guidelines, parking distance warning via the front and rear sensors, ELR seatbelts in all seats, child lock for the rear doors, ISOFIX child seats and tether anchors for the rear seats, and anti-theft alarm system. Thank you for tuning in to the startup and a full walk around review of this 2023 Kia Carnival. I hope you like this video, and if you do, make sure you hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell button to get notified for my latest updates. And don't forget, follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I'll see you next time with 4 more latest videos on YouTube. God bless you, more